it's important that you know what the basics are. And so often, and look, we are brilliant, right? You guys are modest as well. It does take a level of intelligence to trade, correct? Yeah, just acknowledge that, guys. So there is a level of intelligence that you have. So use that, and sometimes in the fact that we do know that we're quite bright, we can tend to skip over some of the fundamentals. So I just suggest be really clear in regard to that you know verbatim what those meanings are of the terms that you commonly use. That helps alleviate some of the confusion. In this instance, the confusion too is also about direction, correct? Has anybody else experienced that in regard to which way do I go, what do I learn? Yeah, it's a very common problem. Okay, so as I say, once you go through that process of being clear on what is your personal style, and this is why it's so important to know who you are and know how you operate. Does this particular system work for my personality type? Am I a cowboy? Am I conservative? Am I somewhere in between? Do I love the data and the analysis? Do I want to sit in front of a screen all day, or do I want to come in and go out? You know, and 15 minutes a day, that's it. Step my stop loss, gone. On the push bike, out fishing, playing golf, whatever it might be. Are you really clear about that? And I just ask, take this today and then have a look at this over the next week to ensure that you've got a match between your style and your system, yeah? Also too, have a look at, in regard to the confusion that might be there and I can't stop and I don't know where to go, does it sound like hard work? Does it sound like there might be a lot of time invested? Yeah. Now here's the tricky part. Understand that if you actually go through and have a smattering of knowledge in different areas, it's going to keep you very, very busy. Yeah. When you're very, very busy, how much are you actually going to achieve? Very, very little. But do you have a great justification? I'm so busy. I have seen this play out so often. I've got so much to learn. I've got so much to read. The weight of the world is on my shoulders. That is a game unto itself. And let's go for a little bit more truth here. At that point, you are playing victim. So this is where, if you can actually go, okay, I'm using an excuse, a reason, a justification, it's going to keep you really busy in that. Everybody around you will look at you and go, oh man, they're so busy. Gee, it must be really tough to be a trader. Yeah? Win the sympathy vote. These are some of the games that can play out in the background. So my question to you would be too, what is it that you're really looking for? What's the payoff? Because everything that we do creates a result, correct? Yeah? There is always, 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 always a payoff, be it positive or negative. And we ultimately, if you can come from this place, and I'm just going to start feeling what the response to this is going to be, if we can come from the place that we are creating everything that we want. Everything that's playing out in life now is exactly what we wanted. Exactly. And some of you sitting here, I know you have lost literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in your funds over the last year. I know that your portfolios have taken a bit of a hammering. And it has been a very tough year plus for some people. If you've got the courage to be able to have a look at, these are my results, and that woman says that I really want these, there'll just be a payoff in there somewhere. And look, of course, there is always that aspect of, am I in the game with a lack of knowledge? Yes? Yeah? There's two aspects. There's a knowledge component and there's you. But if you are in the game and you don't have the knowledge and it's caused a loss, guess what? You still created that loss. You were still the one actually going after the knowledge and implementing that knowledge, or not implementing it. Are you with me?